Welcome back to the Two More Cast News. Today we're going to talk about the Kayak Bass Series. It's heading toward the Kissimmee chain of lakes this weekend. What an awesome ordeal. I've been scouting the reports, man, checking out, see who I thought was going to win. And today I'm just going to bring you my top 5 picks on who I think is going to win, who I think has a chance of winning, or just people that I just think deserve some recognition. So this channel is kind of all about. I'm also going to give you my predictions on the total it's going to take to win it, and my overall pick to win it. Last week was pretty close, man. I picked Drew Gregory to finish in second. He ended up finishing first over Cayman Rasmussen, who I picked to finish first. It was a pretty close deal. I consider that a win. It was close. It was pretty close. But anyway, we're just going to go jump into these top 5 real quick and not wasting more of your time. I'm going to start this off with Ewing Minor. Man, he's coming into this tournament on a hot streak. 4 of his last 6 tournaments wins. That's insane. One of his wins was during a Bassmaster Kayak Series on the Susquehanna River last year, a national level event. Super competitive for sure. Followed by another win at the Hoey BOS Saginaw River. Rest in peace to the Hoey BOS. Hopefully they come back next year. That was just a few weeks after that last win. So that was crazy. I mean, he also finished third at the Hoey BOS Tournament of Champions on the Sante Cooper Lakes. Wild, man. His career stats are also impressive. 50 top 10s, 19 wins, and over 8,800 total inches of fish caught. The last time he fished for a national event was on the Harris chain of lakes in Florida, right? I just found out that in Florida, there's 2 different chain of lakes. You got the Harrison chain of lakes, the Harris chain of lakes, just the Harris chain of lakes, and the Kissimmee chain of lakes. I didn't know. From the Northwest, we don't know these things. And he finished in second place on that one in Florida. So I think he's got a good chance of winning this one, coming in the top 10 for sure. He'll definitely be one of the people to watch as this continues on. I'm going to try and do this as uncut as possible. Next will be Jody Queen, man. He's coming from Bluefield, West Virginia. Jody's a veteran of the kayak fishing tournament world. He has fished in 257 tournaments. He has over 1,300 fish verified on the Tourney X leaderboards, the stat checker sheet, if you will. 139 top 10s and 27 wins. He has an over-the-top total of 22,910 inches and is very likely to cross over that 23,000 mark this weekend. He placed 6th in last year's Hoey BOS on the Harris chain of lakes. And it's been a while since he's won, man, but this could definitely be the one for sure. It's definitely one to watch coming into these Florida events, man. This next one is just one of my personal favorites. Brad Case, coming from Florence, Mississippi. It's definitely one of my favorites. I started following him after his second place finish at the Native Watercraft No Limit Big Bass Power Hour. It took place on Lake Fork, Texas. He has some elite numbers that make him stand out, too. He's fished 374 tournaments, has an average of 17 inches in length, which is pretty elite, in my opinion, after looking at some of these stats that I've seen. Considering he has over 25,000 total inches of fish, having a 17-inch average is pretty amazing. He's got 182 top 10s and 33 wins. Definitely can't count him out, dude. He definitely has a chance. His most impressive stat is his 27-inch largemouth that he caught in 2018, man. An absolute behemoth, dude. That's a fish to make Sasquatch jealous for sure. That's crazy. 27 inches, man. I think mine's 21 and a half. And that was a day. That was a crazy day, dude. 27. I mean, there's a picture up here on the board of it, too. So that's going to be... It's just wild, dude. And then next we got Christine Fisher. Obviously, you can't ever count her out, right? But one of the most well-known and an ambassador to the sport of kayak bass fishing, Christine has dominated in the kayak bass fishing scene. Fisher consistently places at the top 10 of kayak bass fishing tournaments, demonstrating her exceptional skill and knowledge in this growing segment of the sport. Has a huge social media presence, inspires others to jump into the growing sport as well. She's finished on a fish 162 tournaments, has a total of 15,700 inches, 56 top 10s, 8 wins, and a 7th place finish at the Harris Chain of Lakes in 2024. It's an impressive finish too in Florida. Obviously, at the time I wrote this, I didn't know there was a Kissimmee Lake chain and Harris Lake chain. I think I already mentioned that. We're going to continue. With her experience and dedication, she could be the one to walk away with some new hardware on this one with some big checks. She also just fished like a Bassmaster Open on a boat, man, doing it all. Kind of a wild story there for sure. It's cool to watch. I'll definitely post her socials in the description. She has a YouTube channel. I watch it. It's interesting stuff. Like, it's cool. Like, you don't see very many people as passionate about catching a fish as Christine Fisher. That's for sure. And then the other pick, obviously, you got to go with Drew Gregory here. Drew's coming off a win from the last Bassmaster Kayak Tournament at Lake Havasu, Arizona. Just beating out Cayman Rasmussen, which we had mentioned earlier, with the last-minute catch to clinch the win. Yeah, he caught that fish in the last 20 minutes. And Drew's been on the podcast grind following his victory, dude. And what a journey it was. It's got a crazy story. What it started with an email about an airline ticket. His wife had to cancel it. Didn't have to cancel. I happened to cancel her plans and making it possible for him to go down there, meet some friends in California, getting hooked up with some equipment, gear, and came out and won it, dude. That's crazy. I don't think anybody, not just anybody, can do that. Like, it's just not. So yeah, with all that, man, like he's got the it right now, man. Whatever's the universe is just, it's his time for sure. Like there's no doubt in that. It would be like I'd be irresponsible to not pick him to win this one too. After all the stuff he's been through to make it happen, I don't know. These podcasts have been great though. He's a cool guy, very down to earth. I'm definitely a huge fan now. Not that I wasn't before, but like now, bigger. But yeah, I've listened to podcast stories, and I don't believe anyone's more prepared to win on any given day at any moment. Like he's proven that you can face adversity and just come out on top, and not even like it's not even a thing. It's very down to earth, but we'll see. Drew can pull off another win, but yeah, he's my pick for the win. Obviously, you can't go against a guy like that right now. I would just be irresponsible. My total inches for this weekend, I think 190, 189.5. 189.5, that's my pick. I don't think it's going to reach that 190 mark quite yet, but it'll get close. It'll get close for sure, man. If you like these videos, I'm going to keep doing this I'm going to post it Thursdays before tournaments. I'll do some other clubs too. As time goes on right now, Kayak Bassmaster is one of the only ones I know of going on. But if you want to write in the description, man, how many total inches you think is going to win it. If I missed anybody you think that could pull it off too, let me know. Let's discuss this stuff. You can follow us on Facebook. We usually discuss tournaments as they're happening over there. It's good times too, for sure. So yeah, that's my picks. I'll be back on Monday or Tuesday with the end of the video, going over the results of this event. It's gonna be neat to see. Well, yeah, that's gonna be it. Like, subscribe, follow, share. Let's have this discussion today. Let's get these people to talk about it. I don't know everything, obviously, but yeah, that's gonna be it for this one for sure. Later.